my introduction to telenovelas was Acapulco Bay. And it was this show. Because I was very young, probably like 6 or 7, but I remember Acapulco Bay because the skirts were very short. And then there was this whole era in Ghana where like when you're a girl and you wear really short, they'd be like, hey, watch Acapulco Bay. I remember it a lot. But I think Acapulco Bay, it was Max and Rachel, okay? I think one person wanted to wait. Max was pretending to be Rachel's husband. Clapperboard. Let's go. Yes. This is probably going to make it on the episode, but guys, we got a clapperboard in the studio. And I feel like I'm in Hollywood. Anyway, welcome to another exciting episode of the Sincerely Accra podcast. My name is Joseph NT, host, who's always doing the most. You know what it is. I want to give a quick shout out to my co-creator, Mr. Kwame Asante Ofori as well. Yeah, he been doing a lot. And, of course, the GCR network. That's the Gold Coast Report. That's the podcast hosting network that we're assigned to. Make sure you're checking us out. We've got a lot of podcasts that you need to be checking out. And I'm in the studio. So I know, you better be checking out for Sex and Sanity. She has a very nice guest. I don't want to say it, but I saw the guest. I said, okay, I have to listen to this episode when it comes out because I know her from Twitter. But anyway, guys, today we're going to be talking about something very essential to the Ghanaian childhood. Yes, as imported telenovelas. Yeah, I think telenovelas is a huge part of the Ghanaian culture. Especially when you're growing up. Back then, there weren't a lot of like class dividers like DSTV. Everybody was watching GTV, TV3 and Metro. Those are the options. But when all of the other things came inside, it's like, Unibias, they would work it. You want to be HBO, Hulu. I'm so girl. What you gotta do? But anyway, that is what we wanted to talk about. A whole episode dedicated to telenovelas. Like, this is, I'm like a kid in the candy store. Oh my God, let's get it. Okay, so I think my introduction to telenovelas was Acapulco Bay. And it was this show. Because I was very young, probably like 6 or 7, but I remember Acapulco Bay because the skirts were very short. And then there was this whole era in Ghana where like when you're a girl and you wear really short, they'd be like, hey, watch Acapulco Bay. I remember it a lot. But I think Acapulco Bay, it was Max and Rachel, okay? I think one person wanted to wait. Max was pretending to be Rachel's husband, okay? So that he could inherit because he had a brother that Rachel was married to. So he was impostoring. You don't see that? He was pretending to be Rachel's husband so that he could get her when you die, inheritance. Yeah. And then it was something like that. I can't remember the story very well, but I just remember there were a lot of short skits. And that's the first telenovela that I watched. I think it was on TV3, if I can remember correctly. But then the next one that really titillated me, okay, was Sunset Beach. Oh my God. If you know Sunset Beach, what? Sunset Beach, it had like, it's what you call an ensemble cast, right? But the people that I was most interested in were, Meg and Ben. Yes. And then there was Olivia, this rich bitch. Olivia, wait, let me refer to my notes. Richards, Gregory Richards and Olivia Richards. Girl, Olivia had this little like front bang swoop and then a big hair at the back, and she'd always wear like ruffled, she always gave shoulder. I remember always, Biana shoulder. But, Meg and Ben. So Ben had a wife that died. And then I think that the wife who apparently died, like showed up on Sunset Beach. And Ben saw her somewhere. So he started getting a bit distracted because he was trying to find his wife. And then his evil twin brother came and was impersonating him, just like Acapulco Bay. Why? A lot of these telenovelas have the same storyline. They just use different characters in different wigs. But yeah. I remember he had an evil twin that impersonated him. And then Meg found out. Can you imagine she was sleeping with her husband's twin brother? Girl, how you don't know? How did you not know? But anyway, telenovela, so we enjoyed it. Yeah, Sunset Beach was nice. There was also that guy that ended up on Grey's Anatomy. I think Jason Winston George. Yeah, he was in there with Vanessa. And I remember Vanessa got some skin disease. Oh my God, some really pretty black girl. She got a skin disease because I think somebody was sabotaging. It was really good. I was young. I've been maybe 8 years, but Sunset Beach was really good. I really enjoyed Sunset Beach. And then after Sunset Beach came Esmeralda. Oh yes. That Esmeralda is the pioneer what will I say, telenovela, or at least for me, that introduced the whole switch that birth thing, because a lot of people, hey, telenovela, I can count like 500 telenovelas that have the switch that birth storyline. It's still as fuck, but every time they do it, it's still entertaining, cause but basically, so, there's this rich woman, right? And her husband really, really wants a male child. And then she gave birth and she had a daughter, which was Esmeralda, right? And the man was not really happy, but he didn't know the gender yet. And then there was another woman who had given birth to a male child, but she died. Okay. And the midwives, I think they're in the same group chat. So they're like, listen, there's a baby right here. Mama just died. And, I think they swapped. Okay. So Esmeralda, who's supposed to be rich, grew up poor and blind. And then, what's the nigga's name? Jose Armando was, who was poor, grew up rich, and then they found each other. You know how it is? Fate. But I remember she always used to wear green. I don't know if that was just me. Esmeralda used to wear green. Yeah. Did she have a flower here no, that was Rosalinda. I don't know. Jace, did Esmeralda have a flower in her hair? You don't remember? Why I'm sharing, no? Girl, sorry. My co-host in the building don't know, Esmeralda, I guess. But anyway, the next one that I watched that I was, listen, honestly, top 3 is La Sopadora. What are you talking about? It's the best storyline ever. Best storyline, right? So you have twins. One is evil and one is good. Okay. Now listen, call back to, Sunset Beach. Ben and then the evil twin. See, repetitive storylines, but they serve it to you so good, you're going to eat it again. So yeah. Evil twin, good twin, right? And this woman, she's rich. She's married to a rich man, and she's been like having affairs and stuff. And so she's on one of her vacations. She runs into this woman who looks exactly like her. Okay. So Paula and Paulina. Yeah. Paulina had long hair and Paula had short hair because she was a bad bitch. So she runs into her, right? And she had this like new, relationship she just entered in. That's the rich bitch, Paula. And she wanted to run away with her new boyfriend for like a year. Can you imagine? And she's like, okay, since you look like me, I'm going to pay you money so that you can go back to my husband and impersonate me for a year. Girl. Oh yeah. It was so good. I'm sorry. And this bitch like, no, I'm not going to do it. That's not me. Do you know what the girl did? She slipped her very expensive diamond bracelet in the girl's bag. That's the rich bitch. And that's Paula. And she went and she said, listen, you've stolen my bracelet. I'm going to report you and I'm going to have you fired. Okay. This girl doesn't have money. So of course she's like, oh, don't do this. Don't throw me in jail. Please, please. So she had to now learn how to be the bad bitch. And she went. And then now this rich bitch, after going away for a year, she gets into an accident, right? And then like, she's like an invalid for a while. And then she comes back and she's like, listen, it's enough. You gave your pussy to my husband. Now I'm coming back for it. And because like the rich woman herself, that's Paula, she was actually very bad. So she was sleeping with her, I think her sister-in-law's husband and things like that. So this new girl that went there impersonating her, she walked into some mess, y'all. Everybody was trying to kill her. She was like, why me? Why me? She was acting like Mother Teresa all up in there. She was now like trying to change things and like, I've changed. I'm a good person now. Girl, you here playing a bad bitch. Act the part. But yeah, La Sopadora was like a really good one for me that I really enjoyed. And then of course, I think it was like a national favorite, hands down, Rosalinda. Yeah, Rosalinda was good. I really like Rosalinda. I have a little pet peeve when it comes to Rosalinda, but I feel like maybe I'll save it for another category in this very episode because we're going to be talking about this thing in categories. But basically, Rosalinda, I think she was working in a flower shop, if I remember. Her boy was Fernando Jose. And you know what I like? Rosalinda used to wear this elastic band dress. Oh, as my three sisters, it holds your boobs, it holds your midsection, and like, you know, and then she would have the flower and the bangs. Chick, you know, was stout. Talia, because she's a really pretty girl. You know, she's actually like a musician. So, I think she goes to this restaurant. She goes to meet Fernando Jose. He's playing like on the keyboard. She's fixated. You know how they are very dramatic, like, dun 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 dun. She's like, right? And then like, you know, high social status. And that's another thing they like to do a lot. One person is rich, one person is poor. One person's mother said no, one person's mother said yes. You know, it's so funny. So, they fall in love. And then I think, yes, Fernando Jose's mother was the worst villain ever. What was her name? I know I have it here. Valeria. That bitch did everything possible to make sure that these two people will not be together. It was crazy. And then apparently, Rosalinda's mother had pled guilty to killing Rosalinda's father, but apparently she wasn't the one that did it. She just took the fall for somebody else. And Fernando Jose found out that, oh, your mother killed my father? Okay, girl, divorce. And they had a baby called Erica. It's like, give me my baby, you know? Oh, you remember? And then Rosalinda went mad. That was my least favorite part of the whole thing. I'm like, how you do this to a bad bitch? This girl was in the mental institution. They burned the place down. And then now she was crazy walking on the streets doing, my baby. Like they had like 3 episodes where this girl wear a white gown. There was no oil in her hair, brown, dry. Like, I was like, what the hell? It's crazy. And then she meets this guy called Alex, and then he makes her a pop star, right? And then now we're seeing her actual self, because in real life, the actress that plays Rosalinda is like, you know, she's out there doing shows and stuff. And then one day they go to Fernando Jose's concert and he plays a song that apparently, how convenient, right? Come on. He plays a song that he played for her the first time they met. And this girl who has lost her mind because she's been through a fire, a psychotic breakdown because they took her baby. The keyboard played and she remembered everything. She's like, oh, Fernando Jose Altamirano. That's Rosalinda. The next one that I enjoy, honestly, this is a very biased list. This is what I enjoyed. So if I don't mention some of your favorites, please, they just didn't do it for me. Okay. All right. Me and the 16 bad bitches in my head, we have very high taste. But it's fine. Somebody has to have bad taste for us to stand out. So I get it. But anyway, the next one is Juana La Virgen. Not Jane the Virgin. No, it's not the one that you people know. I'm talking about Juana La Virgen, the schoolgirl that went for a checkup and then she got artificially inseminated by a rich man who, I think he couldn't have kids with his wife. And then he had stored his sperm. Girl, he had his sperm stored away for like about a year or 2, you know? And I don't know what happened, but this girl just went to get a pap smear, I think. Is a pap smear where you just go and check the vagina? I mean, what's a pap smear? No, don't worry, talk. Cervical. So what did Jane go and get checked?
She just went to regular checkup.
Oh, to make sure that you don't have it.
You need to do a pap smear occasionally.
Oh, okay.
Did he have to?
Yeah, how you go?
Checking to make sure everything was okay.
Okay, and she put a syringe in there and shot the sperm. I think. Anyway, listen, guys, please don't take this for you know, you can always do your Googles. But anyway, the girl got pregnant by this man's baby and she had to drop out of school. And I think she ended up working for the man. And then, you know, they fall in love, but he has a wife. So his wife is like the villain of the story. I think I liked La Virgen because it was very colorful. Yeah. Nothing really stuck out about the show for me, just the color. You know what I mean? But anyway, the next one that I really liked was Extravagant Anastasia. Another TV3 production. Extravagant Anastasia. Oh, they're nice. Very nice. You know, so it was like 3 girls, triplets, obviously played by the same person. And each one was different. But then the main one was like a boss bitch. She worked with like a jewelry company and there was a lot of like shady business going on. But all I know is Extravagant Anastasia. I love it. And then I think, you know, telenovela, because I stopped watching it like after I came back from high school. Cause you know, when you are away, you don't know what is trending and stuff. So the rest of it was very like here and there. Like, for example, The Promise. There was this Evana Promise at GBB. I was like, okay. Angelo. Which, by the way, the people that talk for these characters, I wonder what the casting process is like. I really, because you know, it comes even down to like Kumkum Bagia, like the one that, Tano, I don't know, sir. My imagine say we be coming baby home, sir. Okay. And this, like, let me just put it out there. If anybody is important in telenovela and they want someone to do a voiceover, please, I'm here. Anything you want me to do, I'll do, because I'm always so geeked by, because I remember Rosalinda was voiced by, I think, Emma Morrison, and then Esmeralda, so there were newscasters in there, you know, the variety of it all. But it was great. It was great. So yeah, My Sweet Fat Valentina. I really like that one because it was very pop. I think it was very pop culture coded. My Sweet Fat Valentina, the music, the fashions, the themes. Oh, I really used to like My Sweet Fat Valentina. I think that was also on GTV. And oh my goodness, Passions. Let me tell you. So Passions used to come on weekdays at 10 p.m. Okay. In my household, as a student, I sleep at 8 p.m. And our house was like upstairs and downstairs. Okay. And where the living room is downstairs, and where the TV is, if you lay upstairs flat like this and you just look, because our stairs had holes, it's not like the covered stairs. You just lay down. Hey, let me talk into the mic before Kwame kills me. You just lay down like, and then you are, okay. This is the floor of the top floor, right? And then the stairs are here. So you lay down like this, then this is your head, right? So you look down like this, you can see the TV. So it's two things. If my mother falls asleep in the living room, I have to sneak down the stairs. And there was like some 3 stairs in there that will always make noise. And I knew where they were. Sneak down the stairs. I changed the channel to Passions. Quietly pass by her, go up the stairs, lie down and watch from there. If she goes to her room, then I'll come down. I'll put it on. All the lights are off and I'll put the volume on like 5. And I'm sitting close to the TV and I'm watching Ethan and Teresa. Passions was everything. I think there were so many story arcs, but my favorite story arc was, Ethan, Teresa, Tabitha and Timmy and Charity. Because how are you telling me you guys planned a death, right? They put Charity in the coffin and they had an oxygen tank in there. And then somebody who didn't know what the plan was came to put cement on the thing because she was supposed to be dug up the next day because people were trying to kill her. So they were trying to like fake her death. And so somebody comes to pour like, I think her father or someone who didn't know the plan came to do a tombstone. So now they come and dig her up because these are like artisanals that they had hired. And they're like, fuck, this is concrete cement. What are we supposed to do? And then they keep showing us the scenes where this girl is in there. She's breathing fine and her oxygen runs out. Ow! Sometimes you'll be in the middle of gasping for air and they'll end the episode and you're like, oh my God. My highlight was because I was one of very few people who would always watch Passions because of how late it was. So when I go to school the next day, I'm the one that has, like, people depend on me. Like, I literally cannot miss it. And I'll tell the story. Oh, I loved it. And the town was called Harmony. I remember Harmony. Yeah, I really liked it. And Tabitha and Timmy were so cute. They were so cute. Like, I know she's a bad person in the whole thing, but like, yeah, they were cute. But I want to give honorable mention to The Bold and the Beautiful. Days of Our Lives. The Revenge. Oh, actually, Quando. You know, I liked Quando. But the thing is that it went on for too long. I think 2 or 3 years. I could only give it about 8 months of my life. Everything else I knew about Quando was passive information, but Quando was good. In fact, Kwame is a big Quando fan, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. So now I wanted to talk about like TV stations that, I think, show the best shows. And I think hands down TV3 is at the top. That's what I think. TV3 is definitely at the top. The rest were good supporting acts, I guess. I know GTV showed, Metro TV showed, Second Chance was on Metro TV, I think. And then there was like, I know TV Africa, Net 2, Viasat 1. Yeah. So all of that, but TV3 had the best, hands down. All right. So now we're going to come to my favorite one. Okay. The best theme songs. I'm going to start. This is top 5 best theme songs. I'm going to start from number 5, guys. Start from number 5. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay. Starting at number 5, the telenovela that I think has the really, really great theme song is Cuando. Yeah. Number 5. Cuando se mea. It's really good. It's really good, guys. And I like, it reminds me of the beach. I don't know, but like, I like that one. Number 4, coming in hot at number 4 is Extravagance Anastasia. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. My favorite. Okay. All right. Then number 3 is Rosalinda. I'm sorry. What? I am Asante to Rosalinda. Yes, come on. Rosalinda. Hey. Let me tell you something. I remember when Rosalinda started, we had like a really small TV in my house and the TV like spoiled. My father bought a new TV like literally the next day because I think it was Friday and Rosalinda was coming to show. This TV, we had been complaining about the TV for a long time, but because of Rosalinda, my father bought a new TV. And so Rosalinda, I know. The second place is La Sopadora. Yeah. La Sopadora. I feel like a lot of people don't know it, but because I really like the show, I really gave it some time, and it's nice. It's very nice. Just go and look for it. Maybe Kwame put the song in the episode. I'm sure you will, but it's really nice. And sitting at number 1 is Passions. Yeah. Let me remind you. I've sung this song on the podcast so many times, but it's basically, I would love to fly on the arms of the one who would take me places and kiss the lips of the one who would sing so sweet. And I will fly on the arms of the one that will take me higher, breathe in, breathe out. Yeah. I don't remember the rest of the words. But yes, that's it. Passions, hands down, is the best one. If you share any differing opinions, feel free to put in the comments below. Do whatever you need to do to let your hearts cool down. But anyway, next thing on the list that I want to talk about is my categorization of what the best 3 shows were. Number 3 is Sunset Beach. Yes, because the cocktail of characters that they served us, they were very nice. They were very modern. There was fashion in there. There was great representation. I saw there were black people, Mexicans and everything. It was really good. I know, very forward thinking. And the storyline was also titillating. Number 2 is definitely going to be Passions. Yes. I think even the risk involved in me watching Passions contributed to how much I love that show. But honestly, it was Ethan, Teresa, Tabitha, and Timmy for me. I loved that whole storyline. Everybody else was great gowns. But number 1 is definitely La Sopadora. That's my favorite show. My best show is La Sopadora. Anyone can come. It will stand the test of time because it's so chaotic. Trust me. The best villain, I'm definitely going to give it to Valeria from Rosalinda because that woman came right through and she turned a bad bitch crazy. Turn a bad bitch crazy, took away her baby. It was a lot. Valeria was very committed to the cause. She didn't stop when they finally got married. She was like, it's still possible to crush this bitch. And she did it. Yeah. And that is definitely what really sums up my experience with telenovelas. I loved them whilst they were showing. And I don't know, at some point you just kind of I guess you just kind of get tired because I just got out of it. And I think Kukum Bagya, when people were going crazy about it, I remember the actors even came to Ghana. I could understand it, but I also understood I was no longer in that, I'm the kind of person that if something's no longer my jug, I don't mind that other people still enjoy. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been saying lately. If I don't like something, I'm not going to recruit haters and be like, hey, I don't like it. You shouldn't like it too. People discover things at different times. So yeah, I don't know, is there any telenovela that's currently going on? Because I don't hear any noise about it. But if people are still doing that, listen, enjoy it and live through it because we learned a lot from it. life lessons, how to pair boots and jeans. Yeah, some of those shows are very, very, fashionable. Anyway, guys, it's been a great time with you. The show has come to an end. I know you're sad and you want more, but just come back 2 weeks from now and we'll give it to you hot. My name is Joseph Inti, host of the podcast. I want to give a quick shout out to Kwame Asante-Ofori, my co-creator and producer, Mr. Asante-Ofori. And also shout out to the GCR Network. That's the Gold Coast Report, premier podcast hosting network Bakope. Jizz didn't sash in the pockets. It means it's time for me to get the fuck out of the studio. Anyway, guys, I love you. Keep checking for us because you know it's always a good time on Sincerely Accra. I'm out.